This is such a big thing, right?
Thank you.
Come on, Jim. Good morning, Colin.
Morning.
Thank you very much for coming on the show. Fantastic. Thank you for being on the show today.
Thank you for-
I wanted to be kind of businesslike.
Can I see the other girl?
Hello and welcome to Qatar's first sports podcast, In the Game. I'm your host, Steve Mackey, and we can't wait to introduce you to everything that is sports here in Qatar and afar. We're going to be bringing you personalities, company owners, institutions, individuals that are making a real difference. So, with us, enjoy the journey.
It's fun, man. Sports is fun.
Everyone, thank you for listening. Please send us your feedback on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. And don't forget to review us on your favorite podcast app. Hello and welcome to In the Game, Qatar's first sports podcast. Well, this weekend, as you can tell by yesterday, we're talking everything about business, especially when it comes to startups. And we have a very, very special guest from, I know that Bashar, you were part of the QST and you were one of the cohorts, but I'm going to let you introduce yourself. Please introduce yourself and tell us all about your journey.
Well, first, thank you so much for the invite. I've been watching your podcast for a while now. Happy to be part of it now. My name is Bashar Hudhud, and I'm the co-founder and CEO of CLASSTAP. So for those who haven't heard of CLASSTAP, CLASSTAP basically, we're a lifestyle company that offers access to multiple fitness classes at multiple gyms, online and in person, through one membership and with one app. Now we do this by partnering with the gyms, and through our platform, customers can discover and book fitness experiences. And that's been the goal so far. We're an early stage startup. We started about January of this year. We've joined multiple accelerators and incubators, and this is where we are right now.
So tell me, because I love this, because I used to do a lot of work with gyms back in the UK, and it's staggering that I would say that 60% of your membership on a yearly basis is going to walk away. They're going to find some other gym to go to.
Absolutely. And this is the target market we have. So there's a lot of people that, well, there's a certain percentage, like you said, so this is 40-60. I think it's a lot less. I think it's 20-80. I think a lot of the gyms, 20% of their customer base are the committed members that stick around. We're targeting the other side of the market, where the people, we call them gym hoppers, people that don't commit to one specific gym. They want variety, they want flexibility, they want to work out next to their work, they want to work out next to their home, they want to try different experiences. And this is the target market. We do not want to target the committed member that knows what they're doing, they have a routine, they've been doing it for years, and they're happy with what they're doing. We do not target that market. We target the people that want variety and the people that don't stick to a specific workout.
So let me go back to the very beginning. Why did you have this idea and concept? What made you go for this concept?
So my other co-founder is my wife, actually. We've done this. Last year, we used to go to T23. We used to do CrossFit for a while at the Pearl. And then 4 months into it, I started having injuries. And this is my first CrossFit sessions ever. So I went head first, as they say. We did it for 4 months, committed 5 times a week. And then I started getting a bit of injuries here and there. So I realized CrossFit wasn't for me. We went to Jimito at the Pearl. We did 3 months or 4 months again, going almost every day. We like fitness. We want to be fit and healthy. We started getting our own routine going. We used a bunch of apps at Jimito just to sort of do our own routine in an open gym. And also we got bored after that for 3 months. We tried multiple studios after that. We did the HIIT, we did the circuit training, strength training, we did it all. And then we realized that there has to be a way, there has to be something that we can join, and we have that flexibility. We have sort of a multi-membership platform, multi-gym platform. We did the research, we couldn't find anything in Doha, so we had to start it. We had to create it.
So it was just for a passion of something that could fit in with your schedule?
Yeah, it's like something that fits in with our schedule. And at the same time, we wanted flexibility. We wanted variety of workouts. We wanted to discover what we don't know yet. We wanted to be fit and healthy, but at the same time, we wanted to entertain ourselves at the same time. So if you want to do spinning, you want to go to the best spinning studios. If you want to do CrossFit, you want to go to the best CrossFit. You typically don't want to join a gym that does it all, because they're not going to be best at all of those things at the same time. This is the type of customer we are, and this is the type of customer we're targeting.
I know that with the startup that you've done and QST, how did you find that? What was it like being a part of that?
So the idea came about mid 2019. This is when we thought of the idea. We were lucky enough to have joined an accelerator program at Qatar Science and Technology Park, which is a member of Qatar Foundation. It's called Accelerate, XLR8. And then at the same time, we've joined another accelerator program, which is Idea Camp at Digital Incubation Center, part of the Ministry of Transportation and Communication. So those two programs were happening at the same time. We finished them in November, I think. We did very successful demo days, one of which was at KitCom, which is a very big technology exhibition.
Huge. Yeah.
We did that as part of the DIC program, and we did a demo day that was hosted at QSTP at Qatar Science Technology Park. From that, we won Best Investment Opportunity Award at QSTP. From that, QST found us, which is Qatar Sports Tech, and they offered us the acceleration and investment amount.
That's just an incredible story.
Yeah, so it's like it just kept going after another. Like basically between the demo day and the time we joined QST, it's only been a month. So things were happening very quickly.
It's incredible with the startup industry here in Qatar, and how many different ministries and institutions are out there that want to help startups like yourself.
Yeah, and definitely the industry is booming in that sector. The startups are getting a lot more visibility. People are realizing that Qatar is not just for massive companies and large international companies coming to do business here. There is room for a lot of startups to grow within. There is a market for sure. And there's a lot of disposable capital here to be spent, and local startups need to take advantage of this, and they need to build their own ideas.
So here's a difficult question for you. Mm-hmm. Which of the startup process was the best? No, I'm not gonna get you to answer that.
well,
they're all brilliant.
They're all amazing. They have pros and cons, all of them. So we were offered incubation by Digital Incubation Center at the ministry, and we were offered incubation by Qatar Science Technology Park. We went with Qatar Science Technology Park simply because it's a free zone. It's just easier for us, while DIC isn't a free zone. Those were the only things that for us, it made more sense to go with QSTP. QST is only an accelerator. It was only a 3-month program.
I was just joking with you. I know. It was great to see your face at one stage.
They're actually all good. Like you see every one of them. They're doing some things that are so cool. I'm like, oh, I wish I was part of that. But then the other one does something else. I'm like, oh, I wish I was part of that. But then QSTP comes in and does something like, okay, it's worth it now.
I'm taking part right now. I'm taking part in the QST, the ladies hackathon, the weekend, and there's about 100 ladies, I think there is at the moment. That's all taking part in different groups. It's just amazing. It's just the ability to give, educate, to encourage, to inspire. It's just brilliant here. I haven't seen that type of thing anywhere else. It's just incredible.
It's really cool. There are a bunch of incubators and accelerators. There's another one. Quebec is a very good one as well, Qatar Business Incubation Center, and there's a new sports accelerator, I think, in the same building at QST.
And it's looking amazing. It's looking absolutely fantastic, and it is. There's a lot to shout about. Let's talk briefly about, before we get onto your product and go deep, dive a little deeper. QSTP. How I know that we do company formation, and we get a lot of people that are inquiring about that. How good is that facility?
It's super simple. I mean, the facility itself is amazing. I mean, state-of-the-art facility. You get your own space. We're part of the Tech 2 building, I believe. But it's really cool. It's state-of-the-art facilities. They do help you a lot. They have they have a Mandoop service, for example, if you need it as a startup. Yeah, they do all the paperwork for you. It's tax-free, although you do have to get a tax card still. But it's tax-free environment. It's a free zone. It's been smooth throughout, and I don't think it would have been any easier anywhere else.
So that's a great big shout out for them, because it's something that I know that a lot of people want to get involved in. Is there any drawbacks? Is there any kind of things that you should consider if you are thinking about going into this area?
As a startup?
As a startup, or somebody wants to come to,
I think QSTP only takes local startups, while
Okay.
if you're an international one that you want to come into Qatar, you have to go through QFC, Qatar Financial Center.
Okay.
But I'm not sure about that. I'm not an expert in that domain. But
No
I
problem
think
at all.
QSTP is only for local startups. There are some drawbacks. For example, there's funding. There's a funding program they have. You do have to have an active Qatari partner as well, minimum 20%. And otherwise you won't get qualified for that funding program. But that's about it as far as I know.
And I'm sorry have you got a Qatari within your group?
We do not. No, we do
Right.
not. We're actually looking for a Qatari partner to be in the industry and actively in the fitness industry as well.
That's really good to know, because then we can try and get people to listen to this and then get in contact with you.
Yeah.
And at this stage, let's kick it off right there. How do they get in contact with you if they've got an interest with this, or they want to ask you questions?
They can call me directly. I think you have my phone number. I don't know if it's listed. It's going to be listed anywhere, or they can just email hello@classtap.com.
And Facebook, not Facebook. It's the one that I like is I love LinkedIn. LinkedIn for me is just incredible.
LinkedIn is always great.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Bashar Hudhud. Just my profile is on LinkedIn. I think I'm the only Bashar Hudhud in Qatar, so it's easy to find.
And what I'll do is I'll put it on all the social links so that they can get in contact with you. That's really good, and that would be really such an advantage that somebody could talk to you and ask you your experience on the ease of doing things. So going back to your app. My word, so you started off it must have been, everything was going well for you, and then all of a sudden we come to a terrible situation.
Yeah. So basically we were supposed to launch end of March, and back in 2020, back in March, but before just the COVID came in, and then the COVID shutdowns came in, all the gyms shut down, of course, and we couldn't launch our platform. At the time, we had about a small number, about 22 gym partners on board. They were just about to put their classes schedules on the platform, and then the shutdowns were announced. So we had to delay our launch. Then the gyms in phase 3, I believe, they opened up again. And for a very short period, we launched silently just to test the application. We figured because COVID is still there, we don't know what's happening. And just as we thought, the group classes were banned completely because of one incident that happened at one of the gyms. So the new rules came in, and no more group fitness classes. Now some gyms are doing it. They have to get special permission to offer group classes for a very limited number of people. So a capacity, for example, went from 30 individuals in a group class down to 6 right now. So it's been very difficult for a lot of people. It's been very difficult for a lot of the gym partners. Everyone is struggling, but hopefully things will get back to normal early next year.
Did you just shut down, or did you take advantage of the situation?
No, so we're pivoting. We're trying different models. We've just introduced virtual fitness classes. They're popular all around the world, honestly, but they haven't kicked off yet in Qatar. I know some people are doing virtual fitness classes, but we hope to have a lot more people on board with that idea. It's been virtual times. We're trying to find a new business model that works with COVID. We've introduced virtual fitness classes. So right now you can book virtual fitness classes. Basically, you can conduct that class at home, and you can watch a trainer that's doing that class from either the gym or their own home as well. We work with the gym partners here, and we're trying to find more gyms that are offering that service, virtual fitness classes.
Oh, that's brilliant. And I suppose you're going to be seen by all the gyms as a useful partner, because you're going to be getting in front of so many different people.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, we're targeting a different market segment. We're targeting that market segment that they spend so much on marketing just to keep attracting. So they lose them. So if a customer comes in for 1 month and they leave for 6 months and then they come back for another month, that customer we're targeting. Instead of you spending so much money on marketing, trying to attract them and keep them and retain them, we can do that for you, where you can concentrate on your service offering, your value, and customer retention. We bring in the new customers, and it's up to them to upsell them on new memberships.
You're talking my type of language, because it is about customer retention, and it's all about the service.
Absolutely.
Where people, where I see sometimes things lack here in Qatar is even with just the restaurants, it's like there's just limited customer service, and people are going to start jumping around saying no. It's how you interact with your customer. Is it because a lot of people just stand at the counter, they press the buttons, they serve your order, and that's it from a customer service perspective. There's no kind of there's no getting to know them, there's no getting to understand how that individual works and what's good for them, because it's all about customer retention. And you do that and you're going to have a success on your hands.
Absolutely. And instead of them spending so much money on trying to attract new customers, no, spend that money to retain your customers. And what we do, we bring you a customer. We bring that gym hopper, what we call a gym hopper, to your doors. If you can convince them, if you can convert them to a committed member, then they stop being our customer. And that's the beauty of it, because our target market is still that person that wants variety and flexibility. As soon as they discover the new workout that you're offering, and they start committing themselves to you as a gym, then they stop being our customer.
So tell me, how your app's up and running now? How do they download your app?
It is running. It's available on iOS and Android. It's just called CLASSTAP. I think all fitness access. You can download it right now. Although because of the new rules, we're just launching out our virtual fitness classes. So none of the classes are available right now. So as soon as we have enough classes to offer as a value offering, we'll do the announcement on Instagram and all the other social media platforms, and then we'll properly announce it.
And this is going to be great for me. So I'm looking for something to do from a fitness perspective when it all opens back up again. What it's going to do is it's going to educate, not educate, but it's going to inform me of all the different places in the gyms around the place and the facilities and the classes that they do.
Absolutely. So our mission statement is that we will motivate people to lead healthy lifestyle by inspiring, connecting them, and introducing them to new fitness experiences. So through the app, you'll be able to discover something you probably never even considered of doing. So if for example, you have a membership at one gym that offers one specific types of workouts, you'll never go to it. For example, if you're not a flexible person, I would never go and get a membership at a Pilates studio or a yoga studio. But if I have access to it, if I could just go try it, I will actually try it. I'm not that type of person. I will actually go try Pilates, for example, and see if I like it.
You know, I've done so many shows on the different subjects, and I've been blessed that I've had the opportunity to talk to people about the different things. And I had a lady from a Zumba class where she's actually building an empire just through a Zumba class, and how she's built that, and then now she's taken it into football. And there's some people that actually find so many different offshoots to when they do a certain business like yourself, but then they see that there's a real need for it, and they can do the add-ons and the extra services and the requirements. No, fair play to you. And tell people again the application, CLASSTAP.
CLASSTAP with a P, yes.
Okay, perfect.
So and it's the class at the tap of a button.
Perfect, and that's a great way of doing it, right? Great way of saying it. So remember that CLASSTAP. Just all you've got to do is tap it, and you go and see. It's not up and running now, but you'll have a good indication of how to be how to keep yourself versatile and going around to the different places. And I suppose you've gone to the best places where you know that they've got a successful track record already, and they're great gyms.
Yes, so we're going after the top tier gym. We want quality on our platform. We want highly specialized fitness studios. So if you're the best in spinning, we want you on board. If you're the best in CrossFit, we want you on board. If you have the best yoga studio, we want you on board. We want the best quality right now to offer the best value for that membership.
And we need to back and support you up, because you've gone through a tough time, and it was a tough time. So again,
tough for everyone. A lot of the gyms are struggling, and we're trying to support them as well. We're trying to offer a lot of free services, free marketing. We have expertise in technology. We try to offer that as well. Whatever they need, we're there for them.
We connected, we've met before in the QST, but we connected the other day. And when I listened to your story, and I looked at the way that it wasn't so much about your business model, it was the way what struck to try and get you on the show was because you are actually trying to help the community, and you're trying to help the gyms, because they've gone through such a tough time. And when it does start opening up, this could be a great tool for them to get back on their feet again.
Absolutely. So the gyms that are running, they have running costs. They have employees, they have space that they need to rent, they need to keep the lights on, and they have a lot of expenses per month. And I feel for them. We're a startup. Our burn rate is not that high yet. We have a technology team that we're finalizing right now. So our expenses is not as high as the gyms. So I feel for them when they're not making enough money to cover those bills. It's tough. It's been very tough for them. So like we were fortunate enough, to have a good amount of funding and to have a runway that's like until mid next year. So we do have some capacity to help the gyms in some things. So when Corona first started, we were helping them in marketing. We were trying to market their services, their workouts on our social media. We try to do what we can. I hope we've been successful at it. I hope they got some value out of it. But our real value is where the app comes in, where we bring them a new market segment and a new revenue stream.
Congratulations, well done to you and your team. That's just tremendous. It's tremendous. Now, because it is it's like a startup weekend for us, a sports startup weekend. What is your advice? And from the very beginning, what is your advice from just making a concept? What would your advice be to any startup out there right now that's considering doing something in the sporting industry?
Try it. Go in head first and try it. Don't try to perfect your idea. In my opinion, as a startup, you need to be very lean and agile, and you need to release something into the market because you never know. You never know what's going to happen to the environment. You never know what's going to happen to the market. No one knew COVID is coming in and shutting things down. So if I knew things like that, I would have started much earlier. I would have tested the market much earlier stage. We would have been at a better stage, I think, and more prepared for COVID if we have launched much earlier, for example. So if you have an idea, try it, build anything, and just build it and send it out to the market, gather feedback, see what customers really want, and try to offer value according to that feedback.
And this is the one thing that I'd say, how important is market research? How important it is to get your information in the first place?
Very important, extremely important. I think you need to talk to your customers. That's the biggest market research you can do. Go in first, face to face, talk to the customers, talk to the partners that you want to work with. Conduct market research as much as you can, if you could, and just understand the market, understand your competitors, understand the dynamics of the market. That's how you can offer value. I think so.
And it's an important, and I just want to emphasize this about the market research. It's not easy to go into a gym and ask them things about their gym and try to find out information. It's not easy walking through the door, right? Or asking consumers what they're thinking.
Yeah, some people might be hesitant to release information, but you'd be surprised. A lot of people want to support us. A lot of the gym owners, they're supported. We've had gym owners coming to the demo day of Qatar Science and Technology Park to support our pitch. Wow. So you'd be surprised, and we don't even know them that well. Yeah, we weren't friends back then, but we became good friends now. They want to support the market, the local community here, just like we do, and you'll find those people. If you don't, that's fine. Not everybody is your customer. You don't have to please everyone, but go out and find your niche and find the people that support you and develop a group of a good community, and people start getting attracted to that good community.
And then they start helping and supporting you, right?
Absolutely. Yes.
And it's all about making those friendships, making those connections. Because once you start showing that you're willing to help and you're considering other people before you're considering yourself, then they will open up and they will give you that information that you require.
Just be genuine, be honest, be transparent. Don't worry about what other people think. It's fine. It's okay to fail, for example. It's okay to don't fake your success. Don't go out and buy Instagram followers just to fake your success, which is a thing that's happening in this country. I don't know why. Just be you, be transparent, be honest. Good things will come.
And I like what you said at the beginning, because again, when you do these small hackathons where it's 3 days, the emphasis is the pressure is trying to come up with an idea concept and then try to make sure that you can go through the framework, the canvas, and making sure that you can get things perfectly. But I keep on saying to people, it's you don't get things perfect in the first month, 2 months, 3 months. Sometimes it takes years.
Yeah. No, for sure. So you will find your niche with whatever you do. You'll find like one or two people might be willing to pay for it, but to go at scale and you start growing, you'll start realizing that your assumptions were a bit wrong. Your hypotheses were not validated enough. And you start testing the market. You start testing your ideas, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't work. And then you build a model that works for everyone. Or sharing, for example, our business models right off the bat. So we were trying to market a concept idea in the beginning. Without having a product yet. We should have just went out and talked to partners with our business model and figure out, does this business model work for them? Instead of having to market it to customers first. So there's two sides, there's a supply side and the demand side. The demand will be the customer, the paying customer, and the supply will be the partners, the gym partners. We concentrated a bit more on the customer side rather than partners right in the beginning, but then we quickly realized that no, we should concentrate on the partners, the gyms first, see what they want, how we can add value to them, and then try to attract customers. So we did it quite the opposite in the beginning. But that's a two-market side of place. Not every product, but not every startup has that. But for us, it was that we concentrate on the wrong side first.
Right, that's a really good point. Monetization, everybody uses, when we are entrepreneurs or business people, we hate the word monetization because what we want to do is we want to provide a service in the beginning, but without the monetization, it's pointless. You're just going to be a busy fool.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to survive. You're talking about our revenue model? Yeah, so it's a subscription basis, recurring monthly subscription. We have subscriptions between 200 riyals to 1,200 based on your fitness habits. So if you're working out every single day, every single week, maybe you should get the 1,200 riyals, which offers you daily access to any gym that's in the network. If you're more of if you already have a gym membership and you just want to try new things, maybe a 200 riyal one, which offers you maybe 4 workouts per month.
So let me get this right. So you've got it to a stage. How many gyms have you got on there now?
We've got 22 gyms signed up on and off, but because now with COVID, a lot of the things have been all over the place. We don't know if gyms are going to go. Some gyms have completely closed down, by the way, and some gyms are on hold. So it's a bit up there. Yeah. But we have some of the top gyms in the country right now.
But what I'm trying to get over is for people to listen to, and as you said, you've explained it, they're not all open at the moment, but your model is that you could be, if you're using gyms on a regular basis, you could be paying 1,200 per month, and you could be using every one of these gyms in your...
every single one of these gyms. And just remember that we're not a discount app per se. We offer value through flexibility and variety. So a typical gym membership is 1,000 riyals here. Some of the top gym memberships, they're 1,000 riyals. So the maximum we offer is 1,200. This is if you go daily to a gym. But typically, if you have an unlimited membership, you're probably going 4 to 5 times a week. So this will be a 1,000 riyal membership in ClassSTAP will be equivalent to 1,000 riyal membership at any gym. But with that ClassSTAP membership, you have access to all these gyms, whether you want group classes or open day passes to the gyms.
That's really, really great, because if I can get somebody into my gym and I can show them the level of service and the quality, then they could potentially join up from there on with me. It's like a sales tool.
Yeah, if you can convince them that this is the workout and this is the next 6 months for you, then it's easier for them and probably better to get an unlimited membership at that gym. At that point, they stop being our customer. But how we retain those customers and in different ways, we're trying to offer also leisure activities. So now you have an unlimited membership at this gym because now you're a committed member, but you can still use ClassSTAP for other things. You can go to a spa with ClassSTAP later on, hopefully early next year. You can go to different hotels for day passes to the beaches and the pools. So that's why it's a lifestyle company. Focuses around a healthy lifestyles, fitness, and at its focus. And then we try to offer different services for that fitness enthusiast. So whether it's entertainment or massages if you're sore after a workout.
And the thing with this is you could be looking at spas, you could be looking at all these different areas. It's like your product range could be huge.
Yeah, absolutely. It is, but we don't want to go into too many different directions. We do definitely want to focus on fitness, but we want to offer subcategories of products to that fitness enthusiast. because we know as soon as when we start getting a lot of traction and we start introducing customers to different gyms and they start falling in love with these gyms, we will definitely lose some of those customers. And to attract them into different services, we do have to offer different services to them. That would be the leisure and the wellness part.
I know it's not a great question that I'm going to ask you now, because of the COVID situation. But let's think positive. Let's think beyond this. What's your ambitions for the future with CLASSTAP?
So we're in Qatar. We're local. We'll always be here. Our headquarters will always be here. But as soon as we perfect a business model that the partners are happy with and the customers are happy with, the plan is to scale into the regional markets. We're going to go into the Gulf states, maybe a bit of North Africa, and we're going to go scaling around the countries where there's less competition.
No, that's really, really good. And that's excellent. How you said something then, you said your partners. How are you, what's the type of partners that have joined up with you, without naming names, obviously, but what is it like to keep that, maintain their expectations?
Well, with COVID, it's tough. It's been very tough because they have their own problems to worry about. So when you come in and you try to ask for values, like, listen, we have a million problems right now to even consider this, or even continue with that relationship. But you just have to be there. This is our advantage against the international competition that's trying to come into this market. We're here. The founders are here. Our business model is for Qatar. We adjust our business model based on your needs in this market. We're not coming in from abroad with a business model that worked in Europe or North America and trying to do the exact same thing here without changing it. But you do have to have a personal relationship with them, that's for sure. Qatar is small, it's very personal. If you're here, if you're, like I said, if you're genuine and transparent, people like to work with you.
Yeah, and I was talking with, there's Andrew, he's going to be on the, he's on the show. He was on yesterday. Basically, he talked about, because he's into investment in sports in Europe, he's one of the best at what he does around in the Europe area. And he said, just be honest and transparent. It's like, just be honest with people. If you can't hit their expectations, just be honest with them and tell them exactly how things are and how you're going to be progressing.
Absolutely. If you can't win them right now, you'll win them later on when you're able to. When you get to that point, you don't need to exaggerate or not be honest about certain things. You can win them later on when you're at that point. It's fine. But
I think that so many people just want honesty more than they want anything else. It's as long as you are honest and open, then it's when you start exaggerating a little bit, and then you put yourself under pressure because you can't hit those targets.
Absolutely, of course. And you just have to work with people like they're people, not businesses. They're, at the end of the day, every business is run by people, and it is what it is. You wouldn't want people to not be honest with you while you're considering a serious partnership, and you have to reciprocate that treatment.
We're talking about honesty.
Absolutely.
Have you ever regretted starting CLASSTAP up?
No, not at all. Actually, I love it. I am so passionate about it. I love the idea. I know it's going to work. Whether COVID came in, yes, it ruined a lot of the plans. It delayed a lot of our milestones, let's say. But we do believe in it, and I think as soon as a vaccine comes into play, things will start getting back to normal.
Bashar, when I asked you that question, all that came on your face more than anything else was a smile. And that's where you can see.
It's been an interesting ride, I have to admit. It's not all fun and games, that's for sure. It's been stressful, but it's definitely, it's nice. It's a nice experience, I have to admit. It's a very nice experience.
Oh, it must be. It must be a very nice experience. And the kind of, you must see so much opportunity. There's going to be, when this starts kind of diminishing, there is going to be so much, because gyms are a difficult industry to be in the best of times, let alone these times. So you're going to be so essential, I believe. And your model, what it sounds like your model, it sounds perfect for gyms to take advantage of.
I hope everyone thinks the same. I know we've had some gyms think that we might compete with them, but we don't. And I think this is early on. Actually, again, this is one of the mistakes. The more you talk to partners, you realize what their worries are, what they think of you and how their perception is, and you try to adjust your business model to ensure that this is not the case.
You're
And,
not,
it's been challenging.
the only time, and there will be some type of discounting of their product. There is going to be, but the thing with it is that you're getting, the only time it's there's going to be a discount is when that person's walking through the door. And it's like, what other things can you guarantee, right? What other things can I be guaranteeing if I put my spend, my advertising spend, my marketing spend, if I put it into so many different areas? I just haven't got any guarantees whether it's going to work or not. The only time that I'm going to have to discount is when that person's walking into my gym, right?
Yes, through ClassStap. So there is definitely a discount through ClassStap, a slight discount, not a heavy discount, but it is. For example, if you walk into a gym on your own, you will pay more than you walk in to the gym with ClassStap membership. So it is slightly discounted, but at the same time, we're not going after. If you're a gym and you're able to fill in your capacity, if you have 30 person capacity and you're able to fill those spots, we don't want that class. We want the classes where you have empty spots. You're already running the class. The lights are on, you're paying the trainer anyways for that hour, and you have 5 extra spots that you can easily fill in with ClassStap. So it's incremental revenue that you're not paying anything extra for. It's the revenue you're losing anyways, and we're hoping to fill it up.
And the thing that they got to get over is if they have got that capacity for more, then why waste it by when time is not on our side. So when that class is gone, it's gone. It's you're not going to, so you have to take advantage of those, and that's what I see straight away. And I hope
a lot of the gyms, they join discount promotional programs like Entertainer, for example, 2 for 1. A lot of the gyms are on Entertainer, and this is just getting the person, an extra person with a friend, for example, to that gym one time, and you have that one time to sell them on a membership. With ClassStap, it's different. They're paying. Everyone is paying for that access for spots that you can't even fill yourself. So it's incremental revenue, and I'm bringing those customers to you. It's your job to upsell them on whatever you want. If you have products, if you have a juice bar, if you have food, or if you have full-time memberships that you want to sell them to.
And this is so important. It's the upsell. It's another great word to use is the upsell, because upsell is where your money is going to happen. It's like you're bringing them in on one certain thing. Upsell them on your services. Just let people know exactly what you do. And I use the word sell. I don't like using the word sell. It's like if I provide a service, then you're going to want more services off me, because if I do a good service, you're going to enjoy that service that I'm providing. And if you do that, then the natural reaction is saying, what else do you do? And that's where you do the upselling. You can then come in with your other services and products.
Yep. So discovery platform. Go out, be fit, healthy, entertain yourself, and discover what's out there.
It sounds absolutely perfect. I can't wait. And one thing I will do, because I have got into fitness since the COVID came, and I have made some remarkable kind of changes to my life, and it's all through fitness. So I want to, when this period is, please, at every stage, let's try to promote you, because you're well worth promoting. You're helping others.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate the kind words and effort. I really would hope everyone is like this in the country, where like they support each other. It's a community. I've been loving this so far, and I love the support.
I must admit, I've never known a country like it, and we're lucky here in Qatar, because it is that welcome, and it's kind of everybody does work as a team, and and I know that people can say bad things about everything, but if you look at it, it's a wonderful place to be. It's friendly. The crime rate is so low, and there's so much to do. People say there isn't. Just open your eyes. There's so much out there.
Discover it. That's how we do have a problem with marketing. There's a lot of good things, but they're hard to find. That's one thing that I've noticed. There's a difficulty in finding things. That's from whether it's a new place, a new restaurant, it's hard to find them. Whether it's a new gym that's opening, also it's hard to find.
And this is what we're doing to just try to make sure that everybody's aware. And yeah, exactly. Anyway, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you so much for the invite. Really appreciate the talk.
I loved it, honestly. And keep up the great work. And I'm so glad that you've got that spirit and determination.
Thank you so much. Appreciate the kind words.
Good on you. Thank you, Bashar.
Thank you. We'll see you soon. We'll talk. All right.
Everybody, thanks for listening today. It's been a wonderful show. You saw some insights on what it's like to be a startup and what it's like to be a successful startup, to keep that determination when everything else is going against you. It's people like Bashar is the people that are really going to make this thing go away. It's kind of they're the future. They're the things that's going to make our lives a lot better. So please go to his website, go to his app, have a look at it, join it, and let's start this momentum going forward. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Cheers. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Cheers.
Bye.
Everyone, thank you for listening. Please send us your feedback on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. And don't forget to review us on your favorite podcast app.